as good as it gets in National League Speedway. Well, welcome to a new season here at the Isle of Wight of National League Speedway. It's been a long wait through the winter, extended by persistent rain throughout the country. However, the system has gone away. We are ready to go.
Morley, welcome to the Isle of Wight.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, excited to get out on that track tonight.
Yeah, mate, can't wait now.
It's been, you've actually had a few meetings, haven't you, with Lakeside?
Yeah, I think I've had 3 meetings, but like 5 or 6 rain-offs, so it's been a horrendous start.
Yeah, but those 3 meetings, did they go well for you?
Yeah, they were really good. I had a meeting around Peterborough, which was good, so it's a big track, so I got good laps in around there. One heat 1, which is always, a good start, so hopefully puts me in good stead today. Same engine. Hopefully all good.
Good stuff. Now you have come into the island, big track. We know that you're normally at Lakeside and the smaller tracks and stuff. We've talked about that before, but a lot of shells being put on the track. They've worked really hard on it in the winter. Nice and smooth. So I reckon you're going to love it.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I rode here a couple of meetings at the end of the year and it was real good. So hopefully if they've made it even smoother, can only be better. So I'll give it my best every time and see how we go.
And the Warrior fans, of course, just to let them know that you're in the championship as well. So you are riding 2 leagues. We know that Ben Hopwood, just look over your left shoulder there, or dare you not. He's looking at you. He wants that number 1 spot off of you. He's going to be trying, obviously, but it's going to be great. You guys are going to spearhead this team and going into 13 and possibly 15 as well together. So
yeah, I had it sort of last year. There was me and Zach and it was close, and then 13 and 15 was where we needed to do the business. So, a few of the other boys, they've done a few laps around here, and they're pretty good around here. So, hopefully it doesn't always come to that, and we can win the minute in early and just enjoy our racing.
Good stuff. Well, have a great night. Stay safe, ride fast, get loads of points for the Warriors.
Nice one. Thank you.
With the Colts team manager Steve Williams before the meeting tonight. Steve, I bet you're really happy to finally get these boys on track and over here on the island. Looking forward to it, yeah?
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We've had one home meeting against Coventry, which the boys did well in. Obviously last year we did well here, but this year we've got a new set of lads, a few youngsters in there, so I think it'll be a lot closer and a lot more competitive.
Now, I know you've got some team changes tonight. You've got 2 guests that you've brought in, and I think you've been quite strategic because these guys really know their way around the Isle of Wight, don't they?
Yeah, obviously we had Danny here last year, and obviously Georgie stepped in as well. The 2 top-class replacements for the lads that we're missing. So, yeah, I don't see any problems there. It seems to be being a good choice, and luckily both lads were willing to step up and do it for us.
And I know last season, young Ben Woodhull, he had some really big scores when he was guesting for people, wasn't he? So good rider to have in the team.
Yeah, young Ben's, he started off with us last year as number 8, did a few meetings, and then went on to Buxton for a bit more experience. But he's shown in our first meeting home how good he can be, Just away from home, it's the same with any 3-pointers. It's all about getting the experience at this level, and there's certainly no pressure on our boys. That's how we work, and hopefully, they can all have a good, safe meeting and enjoy the experience and learn a bit along the way.
So everyone's in pretty good spirits up and down the pits, both home and away tonight. I think they just want to ride their bikes, don't they?
Yeah, I'd say it was the sun out. Well, the sun's not exactly out, but at least it's dry for the time being. So obviously a few of the lads, especially the Islanders, being their first meeting, they're itching to get out. So hopefully, like I say, all four team riders can have a good meeting.
Excellent. Well, look, have a good night. Enjoy yourself tonight. Entertain the fans. We want Speedway to be the winner at the end.
That's what it's about. If we can put on a good show for the fans that turned up, that's what it's all about, and get all 14 back. Hopefully, each team want the score in their favour, but that's in the lap of the gods.
Yeah. Thanks ever so much, and have a good season.
Thank you.
And meet the riders. Let's first of all go to the Belle Vue side and say a very good evening to, first of all, the visiting number 7 rider. He has been here before. He's an up-and-coming talent. We welcome, please, Ben Woodhull. Ben's reserve partner at number 6 for the Colts tonight, another up-and-coming youngster, Kean Dicken. At number 5 tonight for the Colts, he steps in for the absent and missing Jack Smith tonight, but it's a great welcome back to the Isle of Wight for the ever popular Georgie Word. At number 4, he's ridden here several times for the Young Lions, progressing season on season. Welcome, please, Joe Lawlor. At number 3, captaining the side tonight, a multi-champion in youth speedway, a rider for the future, it's Kyle Bickley. At number 2 for the Colts, he makes his debut here on the island. We wish him all the very best of luck tonight, Paul Bowen. And at number 1, to cover for the absent Tom Perry tonight, it's the effervescent figure of Ayres. Those are the visitors. Let's go to meet our own Isle of Wight Wightlink warriors. Raise the roof, please, for the man with the royal cream haircut. At number 7 is Adam Portwood. At number 6, well, there's only one Jamie Sealey. Back on the island and skippering the side in 2018 into a good year, it's Ben Hopwood. Back to fight the foe again, the master butcher, it's Chris Widman. Number 3, he's just become a dad for the first time. Raise the roof, please, for Scott Campos. At number 2, the first of 2 new recruits here at the stadium this year. He's wanted to come to the island for a couple of seasons now to improve himself. He's got the chance tonight. Welcome, please, Danno Verge. And last but by no means least, one of the top riders in this league of Speedway. He's also with Lakeside in the championship. He's going to do a massive job for the island this year.
Well, the formalities are over as we prepare to get underway with the action. We've had the teams introduced to us. There they are, the lineup for the Belle Vue Colts, last year's National League champions. What a tough start for the Wightlink Warriors here today. The Warriors, of course, with number 1 Ben Morley there lining up, and we know what he can do. And a big welcome back as always to Ben Hopwood as well. Other than that, Danno Verge is the only other new one. The rest are made up from last year's team. The referee today, Ronnie Allan, has come all the way down from Somerset. So here we go then, the riders coming to the line for the opening heat of this brand new season here at the Andrew Uni Stadium. One we're certainly looking forward to. We take a look across the grid there. It's Ben Morley in the red helmet, gate number 3. His partner in blue, Danno Verge, on the inside. Danny Ayres, one of the top performers in National League Speedway, rides for the Mildenhall Fen Tigers. Guest in today, Paul Bowen, gets a chance in yellow and black for the visitors. Usual rules apply: 3 for a win, 2 for a second, 1 for a third. Nothing if you come last. 15 heats, league points up for grabs right from the word go here on the island. Well, it's been a late start due to the inclement weather just about everywhere over the country, but we're now ready to go for heat number 1. Oh, and Danno Verge there, looks like he's gone into the tape straight away. So a little bit too eager to get away. And the blue exclusion light is on. So the team manager, Jackie Vatcher, has an option here. And that is to either put him back 15 metres, which it looks like they're going to do here in the opening heat. So straight away, tough ask here for Danno Verge. So the other three riders, Ben Morley, Paul Bowen and Danny Ayres, come back to the line. You can see Danno Verge there, 15 metres back. The starting marshal, Chris Cass, calling him into place. So the delay to the season starting just a little bit longer, but very shortly we will get the action underway. Well, bank holiday crowd, or Easter crowd I should say, because there are some school holidays are still on. So hopefully the racing will get underway very shortly. Starting marshal now getting them into place. Morley comes to the inside gate. Ayres on the outside. They're going to be the two to watch. Green light is on, and away they go. And a charge for the first turn. It's a good start there for Ben Morley. Morley it is who goes in front for the home side. Ayres in second place. Bowen in third. At the back there it is Danno Verge to go round the bottom turn up the bank in here on Britain's biggest and fastest speedway track. Morley it is leading the way. Ayres, a former teammate of him, the course at Kent in his early days. Go round the bottom turn. Verge coming up the inside, or Bowen here. It looks like he's made up the 15 metres. Bowen staying out in the dirt line though. Comes back past him. Good scrap going on at the back here. And Ayres is gaining on Morley up the front as well. So two races here as Bowen goes down. Verge has gone through on the inside. Is he going to get his machine off the circuit? Well, is he? He's staying out by the fence here. The race is continuing. And well, quite ridiculous situation there. Still Morley in front from Ayres in second place. Ayres going up the bank and here, really winding it on, trying to come round the outside. What a start to the meeting! Danny Ayres pits Ben Morley right on the line. Super win there in the opening race. Second place goes to Ben Morley. Third place there to Danno Verge. But what about the situation there with the rider in yellow left on the circuit? And that really was very, very dangerous. Danny Ayres, meanwhile, happy enough. He's punching the air, 3 points apiece. And a winning time of 71.1 seconds. Some drama right from the off here on the Isle of Wight. Let's get ready then for heat number 2 to see if we can follow that one up. Because riding in the red helmet, it is James Sealey. Who retained his place from last year, came through the academy here, has done very, very nicely. Adam Portwood, mid-season signing last year, he rides in blue. Kean Dicken, well, we all know what his father was like. Lee Dicken, rode for Berwick Newcastle. Kean getting a chance here with the Colts, and Ben Woodhull, who spent last year riding for the Buxton Hitmen. Here we go then, this is heat number 2. Starting marshal walks away, the green light's on once again here, and away they go. And it is Portwood who's made a super start. Portwood in front, Woodhull trying to get through on the inside, and Woodhull's gone through on the inside. Good rate here for the youngster. Go into the bottom turn. Ben Woodhull it is in front here from Adam Portwood in second place. Third place it is James Sealey. At the back it is Kean Dicken. Go round that first and second turn for the second time. And Woodhull looking very, very fast here. And he could be a real trump card for the Colts, I should say. Nearly said Aces there. Of course, the Belle Vue Aces, the senior team up there in Manchester. And there is Ben Woodhull going down the back straight into the bottom turn. Portwood in second place. Still in third place, James Sealey. Woodhull, let's a quick look over here. Shoulders comes round the first and second turn. The riders well spread out in this one. There's Portwood in second place. Still Sealey hanging on to that third place. Go into the bottom turn. Portwood will pick up 2 points here. But Ben Woodhull has been very, very comfortable and very, very neat in his victory here in heat number 2. It's a split heat for the second race in a row, 3 points apiece. That means the Warriors have 6 and the Belle Vue Colts have 6. A good win there for Ben Woodhull. So Woodhull doing an extra lap there for the applause of the crowd, and why not? So we move on then to heat number 3. The riders come into the line. Ian Groves there taking some of his super photos. You often see them in the programme and different publications. So here we go then. Scott Campos riding in red. Chris Widman, his partner, in blue. Kyle Bickley. The Colts managing to retain him in their side. And Joe Lawlor line up for the visitors in this one. This could be an interesting one. Campos and Widman will need to make a fast start if they're to get anything out of this. So once again, starting marshal working overtime on the opening night to get the riders into line. Referee Ronnie Allan flashing the light, making sure the riders are listening. Here we go then. Oh, and it's a rider in blue who has gone into the tapes this time. That is Chris Widman. And, well, we wait for the referee's decision on this one. Tapes around the rider in red as well. And that is Scott Campos. So a bit of repair work to be done at the start line. Riders make their way back round. We wait for the decision of the referee. As we pan around the crowd here. And it looks like all 4 are going to come back to the line. Track shop there being very busy as usual. So here we go then. Riders back to the line for the restart of heat number 3. On the inside, Scott Campos. Next to him in white it is Kyle Bickley. In yellow on the outside, Joe Lawlor. And 15 metres back, it is Chris Widman. Widman has been penalised there by the referee Ronnie Allan for delaying the start there, touching the tapes. So we will have this restart of heat number 3. So here we go then. Starting marshal walks away. Green lights on, away they go. Charge from the outside. It's Lawlor who's made a good start. Bickley's gone with him here for the Colts. Go down the back straight. Joe Lawlor in front. Bickley there in second place. Campos there in third place. At the back, having started 15 metres back, it is Widman. Campos trying the outside run on Kyle Bickley. They come round this first and second turn. The Colts on a 5-1 here. Lawlor looking very, very sprightly. Bickley neatly there in second place. Also rides for the Workington Comets in the second tier of British Speedway. There is Lawlor going down the back straight. Bickley has lost his helmet colour, but he is in second place. Third place there, it is still Scott Campos. At the back, it is Widman. Come round this first and second turn. The Colts on a 5-1 here. Comfortably in front here in this one. So Joe Lawlor, where he's been from the seconds the tapes went up. He's in front. He takes 3 points. Joe takes the win there. Second place, Kyle Bickley. He'll be happy with that one. A 5-1 for the visitors. And third place there going to Scott Campos. So it is 1 to the Warriors. It is 5 to the Colts. And that means the scores are now 7 to the Isle of Wight and 11 to Belle Vue. So we're getting ready then for heat number 4. And it is Ben Hopwood in red, Adam Portwood in blue. Guest from Eastbourne in white is Georgie Wood. And Ben Woodhull, who was a super winner first time out back there in heat number 2, he is in yellow and he's got that favourite inside gate. Or is he going to go off at gate number 2? It looks like he might be off at gate number 2 there. Hopwood there on gate number 3. No stranger to the island. It is indeed Portwood coming to the inside. So plenty of wood on the circuit here. We've got Hopwood, Portwood, Wood and Woodhull. Sponsored by MFI. Here we go then, heat number 4. Green lights on. And away they go. Ragged old start there. And into the first turn it is the rider in white, Georgie Wood, who's gone in front there for the Colts. Second place it is Ben Hopwood. Third place it is Allan Portwood. So go down the home straight here. Georgie Wood absolutely flying. Had a spell with the Sheffield Tigers in the middle tier last year. Didn't surprisingly get retained by them. He's doing all right. Good scrap going on here. Woodhull trying to get up the inside of Portwood for the third place point. That could be vital at the end of the day. But it's Georgie Wood in front. Ben Hopwood in second place. The Warriors skipper. Third place still Adam Portwood. Ben Woodhull, who won heat number 2, this time tailed off at the back. But look at the difference up front here. Georgie Wood a mile clear. There is Hopwood in second place. Still Portwood hanging on to third place at the back there. The rider in yellow is Woodhull, but it is Georgie Wood who's going to win his opening race here. It's a good start for the visitors, who have won all the first 4 races. Georgie Wood winning that one for 3 points. Second place Ben Hopwood. Third place Adam Portwood. 3 points to the Warriors, 3 to the Colts. 10-14 the scores on the doors. Shaking of hands there from Ben Hopwood and Georgie Wood. Georgie Wood coming round for a round of applause. Certainly the Warriors looking a little bit rare and raw, having not ridden any matches. Having said that, Belle Vue have only actually had one themselves, so a bit of work going on the circuit here. Now the riders take a little bit of a breather before we get underway with the action. As the night sky begins to close in, floodlights are keeping us well lit up on this circuit. So the track having been suitably repaired, ready for the racing to continue. We get underway with heat number 5. And it's Scott Campos riding in red, Chris Widman in blue. Danny Ayres, winner of the opening heat, is in white. Paul Bowen is the rider in yellow. Well, Ayres had that terrific race with Ben Hopwood first time out. Let's see what he can do in this one. Campos and Widman. Widman, of course, went through the tapes last time out. This time they go off the line. Bowen on the inside, of course, was a faller in his opening ride. Now the riders at the line. We are ready to go for heat number 5. And away they go. Charge for the first turn. Danny Ayres has leapt from gate number 2. He's gone in front. Campos there in second place. Widman trying to come round the outside of his teammate to take up the challenge, and he's done just that. Bowen at the back here. Let's go round the banking up at the bottom end. But out in front, Danny Ayres, well out in front here for the Colts. It looks like they're going to get their 5th race winner of the night in the opening 5 races. There is Widman and Campos in the minor positions, but Danny Ayres leading the way here. If you'll be back, of course, later in the season representing the Mildenhall Fen Tigers, who have got a very, very potent looking side this year. Around that bottom turn though, Ayres in front, there's Widman and Campos. Around the bottom turn, up the banking. Riders well spread out. Ayres having leapt from the start, well out in front there. Very, very exciting rider. Normally best when he misses the start, as we saw in heat number 1. But he won't mind this one. Over the line he goes as he eases up on the throttle for his 2nd race win of the night. 3 to Ayres, 2 points there to Widman, 1 to Campos, 3 to the Warriors, 3 to the Colts. There's the scores on the doors. The Isle of Wight have 13 and Belle Vue have 17. Danny Ayres really is a spectacular rider. As we look around the crowd here, we wait for the riders to come onto the circuit for the next heat, which will be heat number 6. And here we go then, the riders come to the line. Ben Morley in the red helmet. His partner in blue, Danno Verge. Georgie Wood will go off at gate number 2. He had a super win first time out. And Kean Dicken is the rider in yellow. He never scored first time out. So here we go then. Starting Marshall calling them into line to get this one underway. Cass there, just calling them into place. Nearly ready to go. Morley led all but the last few yards in the opening race. Can he make up for it in this one here? Here we go. And away they go. And the charge for the first turn. It is Morley and Verge who've made a super start here for the home side. Ben Morley in front. Wood has flown through on the inside to take up the challenge in 2nd place. Verge there in 3rd place. Well, Danno Verge, when he signed for the Warriors, was actually in Australia and sent a phone message over to the fans here. Ben Morley's also been over in Australia, having more of a holiday and a relaxing time. But he's certainly back here and back in full swing in this one. Rides for the Lakeside Hammers in the middle tier of British Speedway. Rode in the top tier last year for the Rye House Rockets. Done very well for them as well. So there is Georgie Wood in 2nd place. 3rd place it is Danno Verge. So the home side on a 4-2. This will half that deficit. Morley went out in front. Goes round the bottom turn. He's going to win this one by the proverbial mile. Comes over the line for 3 for his 1st race win as a Warrior. 2nd place there goes to Georgie Wood. And 3rd place there to Danno Verge, who picks up his 2nd point of the night. It all adds up to 4 to the Warriors, 2 to the Colts, and that means the Isle of Wight now have 17 and Belle Vue have 19. And the fastest time of the night as well, 70.9 seconds there for young Ben. So we move on then to heat number 7. Ben Hopwood rides in red, James Sealey is in blue, Kyle Bickley rides in white, Joe Lawlor is the rider in yellow, but his pairing hit a 5-1 back there in heat number 3. Ben Hopwood in his open race had to settle for second place. James Sealey picked up a good place though in his first ride. It's a tough one here. Bickley on the inside, Lawlor on 3, Hopwood on 2, Sealey on the outside. Just 2 points separating the sides. So here we go then, starting Marshall walks away, green lights on, and away they go. The charge for the first turn. It looks like a good start here for Ben Hopwood. It is indeed Hopwood who's gone in front there as he moves Lawlor over the line there. Hopwood it is in front, Lawlor in second place, Bickley there in third place, Sealey at the back here. Lawlor coming back at Hopwood as they come off a turn 4. Go round this first and second turn. Ben Hopwood it is in front on his return to the Island Speedway. Round the bottom turn, there is Lawlor in second place, still in third place there in white, it is Bickley. So the Colts split in the heat here, so damage limitation. Ben Hopwood comes down from Manchester to race for the Colts here, or rather for the Warriors against the Colts. Comes down the home straight once again into turn 1. Another rider who had a spell with Rye House, rode for Kent last year, has also had a spell with Eastbourne, Newcastle as well. So there he is, he gets his first win. The skipper takes 3 points there in heat number 7. 2 to Lawlor, 1 to Bickley, 3 to the Warriors, 3 to the Colts. There's the scores on the doors. The Isle of Wight have 20, Belle Vue have 22. But it was Ben Hopwood who leapt from the start and raced to victory. No doubt he will come round for a well-deserved lap of honour. The crowd appreciating his efforts as well. So we approach the halfway stage of this opening meeting, with the visitors still hanging on to that narrow 2-point lead as we get ready for heat number 8. Danno Verge in red, Adam Portwood in blue, Paul Bowen in white, Ben Woodhull, who's looked very impressive so far, he's the rider in yellow. So Verge so far with 2 points, Portwood with 2 points. 1 point here. In fact, Portwood actually has 3 points. Bowen hasn't scored. Woodhull has 3 points from a win in his opening ride. So here we go then, heat number 8. And away they go. Pretty even start here as they hit the first turn. Danno Verge just made a super start from the outside. He's gone in front, and it's Adam Portwood who's gone through into second place here. So it's the Warriors on a 5-1. Woodhull looking for a gap up the inside of Portwood as go round the bottom turn. Portwood right in the dirt line here. Lifts coming off the turn there. And Woodhull is getting right up the inside of him as they come round this first and second turn. And Woodhull dives through on the inside. Portwood tries to come back past him on the outside. But it is Woodhull who's gone through into second place there. Portwood got into all sorts of problems. And the young Mancunian just flew through on the inside. Meanwhile, out in front, Danno Verge, who's only ever ridden on small circuits, now riding here at the island and looking like he's enjoying every second of it. Comes down that home straight once again here. If it stays like this, the Warriors will draw level. Verge it is in front, this Woodhull in second place. The riders quite well spread out now. Third place there, it is Portwood, but it is Danno Verge who's going to get his first race win as a Warrior here in heat number 8. And there he goes over the line. Second place, Ben Woodhull. Third place, Adam Portwood. 4 to the Isle of Wight, 2 to Belle Vue. And that means the Warriors have 24. and the Colts have 24. So all to race with. We are all level once again. The Warriors beginning to win some races now, having won the last 3, having lost the first 5. Consistency through the scorecard. I've seen them draw level. So here we go then, we move on to heat number 9. Scott Campos is the rider in red, Chris Widman in blue. Georgie Wood is the rider in white, he's had a win and a second place so far. And Kean Dicken is the rider in yellow. Kean yet to open his account. So here we go then, Wood will certainly start favourite in this one. Scott Campos so far picked up 2 points. Widman so far has also picked up 2 points. Wood is on 5. Dicken yet to open his account. So this could be an interesting one. Wood, of course, will be back here with the Eastbourne Eagles in the Knockout Cup in a couple of weeks' time. Back to heat 9. Here we go. And away they go. Oh, super start here for the home pairing. Look at this here. It is Ben, Scott Campos rather, and Chris Widman, who have shot from the start. Round the bottom turn, Georgie Wood in 3rd place. They're going right up the banking, coming at Widman as they come off the bottom turn, and he's blown past him into 2nd place. Scott Campos meanwhile out in front here. Wood beginning to draw him in. Let's go down the back straight. Widman in 3rd place. At the back it is Kean Dicken, but Scott Campos leading the way here. Drifts a little bit coming off turn 4 there. Wood beginning to close the gap as he tries the inside turn here around this 1st and 2nd turn, but it's Scott Campos hanging on there. Wood is getting closer. He's going to try the inside run as they go into the bottom turn. Campos rides up the banking and powers back past him. That's where Georgie Wood wants to be. Campos blocking all the routes here. They go around this 1st and 2nd turn and down the back straight. Can Wood dive up the inside this time? He can. He's gone past him. Wood has taken over the lead. Campos coming back at him. So race for the line here. It's getting awfully tight, and look at that. Who got the verdict? Well, Scott Campos bites the dust, but what a race that was. Absolutely breathtaking speedway. We wait for the verdict of the referee, Ronnie Allan. Wow. Pat on the back there for Scott Campos. Georgie Wood goes to check on him as well, as does his teammate Chris Widman. And the decision is a win for Campos. He got the verdict right on the line. So Campos a winner. 2nd place Georgie Wood. 3rd place Chris Widman. 4 to the Warriors, 2 to the Colts. And that means the home side have got their noses in front for the first time. It's the Isle of Wight on 28. It's Belle Vue on 26. So the riders at the line for heat number 10. We've got Ben Morley in red, winner last time out. Danno Verge in blue, also winner last time out. Kyle Bickley in white. Joe Lawlor in yellow. They hit a 5-1 first time out. What can they do here in this one? This really is boiling up very, very nicely. Starting marshal calling them to the line. So here we go then. Lawlor on 1, Verge on 2, Bickley on 3, Morley on the outside. Starting marshal getting them to the line. Green lights on. And away they go. And it is Morley from the outside who's got a flyer there. Morley in front, Bickley coming back at him. Lawlor in 3rd place. Danno Verge is at the back here. But Ben Morley in front. Let's go round the bottom turn. Second place at the moment, it is Bickley. Lawlor. Oh, there's a big pile up there for Kyle Bickley. It's really taken a flyer. Let's hope he is okay. Really was a very, very nasty one as he piled into the safety fence. Well, let's hope he is okay. The white exclusion light is on. Let's have a look at it from a different angle. Oh, really did clutter into the fence there, and he has been excluded. And the ambulance light's coming on very, very quickly there.
Actually from our position here, but with the ambulance reversing back off the track, hopefully that's...
Well, the ambulance has left the circuit. The riders are back on it. Well, three of them are. Kyle Bickley is excluded. Pleased to say he did get up and walk back to the pits. So we got Ben Morley in red, Danno Verge in blue, Joe Lawlor, the lone colt, in yellow. Chance here for the Warriors to extend that lead if Morley can make another jet-propelled start. So here we go then, starting marshal gives a signal to the referee Ronnie Allan to release the tapes, and that's what he does, and away they go. And into the first turn it is Morley who's got away again. Morley it is in front, second place there. It is Joe Lawlor. Danno Verge in third place. He's going to get another very vital point, which means he will have scored in all of his races here. And more importantly, that third place, if Morley stays in front here, will increase the Warriors' lead. Down the back straight, Ben Morley in front from Joe Lawlor in second place. Danno Verge in third place. The rider's quite well spread out now. Morley, if he doesn't do anything silly here, will win this one. Looks over his shoulder as he goes down the back straight into the bottom turn. Well, he leapt from that outside gate here, known for his fast start. Another quick look over his shoulder there. He knows he's got this one in the bag. That motorcycle keeps going. He will keep going. Lawlor's got problems there in second place. Can Danno Verge catch him here? Let's go round the bottom turn. Morley's going to win it. Lawlor's going to keep his machine going. There's also problems for Danno Verge here, but he's got to get that machine over the line. There is Ben Morley, the victor. Second place goes to Joe Lawlor, and Danno Verge is having to work a little bit extra to get his machine over the line. Lawlor there gives a signal there. He has to shake hands though with Ben Morley. But what is happening here? And there it is. Danno Verge does get over the line for the third place point. A vital third place point. It's 4 to the Warriors. It's 2 to the Colts. And that means the scores are now 32 to the Isle of Wight and 28 to Belle Vue. So here we go then. We're going to move on then to heat number 11. We got Ben Hopwood in red, a winner last time out. James Sealey in blue. The unbeaten Danny Ayres in white. Reserve switch here for the Colts, replacing Paul Bowen, who hasn't picked up any points, is Ben Woodhull, who is on 5. So the Colts seeing the opportunity here to get some points back, trailing by 32 to 28 with just 5 heats remaining. So here we go then, starting marshal is happy we are ready to go. Hopwood this time on the inside. Ayres there on gate number 2. And away they go, and it's a charge for the first turn, and it is Hopwood who's got away here. Ben Hopwood leading away. Ayres in second place now. We've got a race on. Let's go down the back straight into the bottom turn. Hopwood in front here. Ayres going up the bank in, and he just powers past Ben Hopwood as if his chain had come off. Look at the lead he's got there. Terrific burst of speed. Danny Ayres in front. Ben Hopwood in second place. Woodhull is going to get that all vital third place. At the back it is James Sealey, but Danny Ayres is on fire. Well, the Millwall Pen Tigers might not have been having any meetings, but he won't worry about that. He's looking good in this one. Goes round the bottom turn. He's going to get this one as comfortable as they come. There is Hopwood back in second place. Third place at the moment, it is Woodhull. The riders well spread out. Ayres though took less than a lap to get past Ben Hopwood. He gets the 3 points there. 3 wins out of 3 for him. It's a 4-2 to the Colts, and that means the scores are back to just 2 points separating the sides, because the Isle of Wight have 34 and Belle Vue have 32. Well, this one looks like it's going down to the wire. What a start to the opening meeting of the season. So here we go then, heat number 12. And Scott Campos, well, he was a hero last time out. He's in red in this one here. His partner in blue, Adam Portwood. Kyle Bickley is the rider in white. Had a paid win first time out. Kean Dicken is the rider in yellow. Well, Warriors will certainly want Scott Campos to make another super fast start here to stop the run of Bickley, who's off that outside gate. Portwood there on 3. And Dicken, yet to open his account, is on gate number 2. So here we go then. And away they go. Bickley has made the start from the outside. Kyle Bickley it is in front. Scott Campos in second place. Portwood is there in third place. And already Bickley has got a sizable lead here on Scott Campos. Goes round the bottom turn. The riders well spread out in this one. Not the prettiest race you'll see, but Kyle Bickley won't care. He's out in front. Goes round that bottom turn. Well, led the Colts to the National League Championship last year. But of course, young Master Smith, Dan Bewley in the side. He's doing it here in this one. He's out in front. Campos there in second place. Portwood in third place. They won't mind that. It will be a split heat, which of course means the Warriors will hang on to that very narrow lead. Kyle Bickley it is leading the way. Goes round the bottom turn, heading for the checkered flag, heading for 3 points, heading for victory. That's what he gets there in heat number 12. Second place goes to Scott Campos. Third place to Adam Portwood. So damage limitation there for the home side, as heat 12 has finished 3 to the Warriors, 3 to the Colts. There's the scores on the doors. The Isle of Wight on 37, Belle Vue on 35. Kyle coming round there. Comfortable time, 73.8 seconds. And he won't mind that one. As we get down to the business end of the meeting, heat number 13. And look at the lineup here. This is as good as anything you'll see in National League Speedway. You've got Ben Morley for the Warriors in the red helmet. His partner in blue, Ben Hopwood. Morley's only dropped 1 point. That was 2. The rider in white in this race, that is the unbeaten Ayres. And in yellow, got Georgie Wood. So far, 7 points out of 9 for him. He was a winner first time out. So it really is an interesting looking lineup here for this one. Really tough one to call. Ayres, though, has looked impeccable. Came from the back twice against both of these opponents. He's off the inside gate this time. Georgie Wood there on gate number 3. Here we go. And away they go in the charge for the first turn. And well, it's getting very tight, but it looks like it is Ben Hopwood has gone in front. It is indeed Hopwood in front. Ayres in second place. Ayres going right at the bank in there on the bottom turn as he tries to swoop round the outside. Oh, look at this. Unbelievable. Danny Ayres just flew past Hopwood in an identical move to heat number 11. Hopwood in second place. Morley in third place. Georgie Wood at the back has retired from the race, I think. So we're looking at a shared heat here, and that means the Warriors will hang on to that narrow 2-point lead. Ben Morley going awfully wide there on turns 1 and 2 to get past Ben Hopwood. This goes into the bottom turn. Looks like he may have bike problems here as well. Morley has certainly slowed. Danny Ayres hasn't. He's a mile clear. Round that first and second turn down the back straight. Hopwood in second place. Can Morley get that machine over the line here for what would be another vital point? There is Danny Ayres. 4 wins out of 4. Punches the air. Second place goes to Ben Hopwood. And there is Ben Morley pushing his machine. And on Britain's biggest speedway track, you don't want to be doing that. It's a long, long way round. The crowd cheering him on. We wait to see if he can do it. It looks like he will. Danno Verge there running along with him. And this is what it's all about. This is Team Speedway. Every point is vital as Ben Morley has got to get over the line. And he has done it. Well, Ben Morley picks up third place. It means it is a shared heat, 3 points apiece. And look at the scores on the doors. The Isle of Wight on 40, Belle Vue on 38. Danno Verge won it. Ben Morley getting a lift back to the pits here. So Danny Ayres' course was the winner. Second place went to Ben Hopwood. Third place there to Ben Morley. 2 points between the sides. 2 heats remaining. This is the penultimate one. Heat number 14. We've got Chris Widman riding in red. Reserve switch Adam Portwood replaces James Sealey in blue. Joe Lawlor is the rider in the white helmet, and in yellow it is Ben Woodhull. Well, Woodhull so far on 6 points. Lawlor so far 6, paid 7. Widman so far on 3. Portwood so far is on 5, paid 7. What could happen here? Vital race. Can the Warriors hang on? Here we go. Green lights on. And away they go. The charge for the first turn, and it's Widman who's got away. Widman in front. Lawlor flying through on the inside here. Third place. It is Woodhull at the back. It is Portwood. But it is Joe Lawlor leading away from Widman, who's riding it like a bronco. Woodhull trying to get up the inside of him as they come round this first and second turn. Woodhull putting Widman under all sorts of pressure. No problems for Lawlor. He's out in front. There is Widman. Woodhull will try and get off the line here and find a way round. He looks back over his shoulder. Portwood is at the back. The Colts are on a 4-2. If it stays like this, it will level things up with 1 to go. Down the back straight. Woodhull will try and dive up the inside here of Widman, but he can't find a way through there. Comes off that 4th turn. 1 lap to go. Joe Lawlor in front. Oh, problems there for Widman, who's in all sorts of problems. Woodhull has piled into him. Portwood has dropped his bike to miss him. But we've got drama here in this one. We wait for the referee's decision. And, well, it looks like he's put the yellow exclusion light on, so we have got drama. We got a lot of drama because clearly Widman was in trouble going into that corner. Woodhull piled into him. Portwood had to drop his machine. So the heat is going to be split 3 points apiece. There it is. 43-41. Real high octane drama there in heat number 14. But did the referee call it right? Well, we can have a look at it again later on. Here we go then, heat number 15. Ben Morley riding in red, Ben Hopwood in blue, Kyle Bickley in white, Danny Ayres in yellow. Ayres, 4 races, 4 wins. Bickley has won his last one. Morley has got 2 race wins from his 4. Ben Hopwood has scored 1 race win from his 4. 5-1 to the visitors, and they will snatch victory from the Warriors. A 4-2 to the visitors. It will be a draw, a shared heat, and the Warriors will be victorious. Which way is it going to go? This is the final heat, heat number 15. Starting marshal giving the signal here. The screen light comes on, and away they go, and a charge for the first turn. It's Morley on the inside who's got the drop there. Morley got a flyer here. Bickley through into second place. Ayres is back. In fact, it's Ayres who's gone into second place. Bickley is back in third place. Hopwood is at the back here. Ben Morley in front. Danny Ayres, unbeaten so far. He's chasing hard. If it stays like this, the Warriors will get a victory. Morley riding out in the dirt line here. Ayres is not gaining on him. It's going to the bottom turn. It's going to take something special from Ayres if he's to get anything out of this one. Morley in front. He's going to be a hero. Hopwood's gone through into third place here. Bickley's at the back here. Ayres is gaining on Morley as they go into the bottom turn. Ayres will thunder right up on the banking where he loves to be. He's really turning it on, and he's in trouble there. And he's hit the safety fence. He's gone down. The red lights are on. Danny Ayres, well, he was riding right out of his socks there, and he's been excluded by the referee. Wow, what drama we have had in this meeting. Let's hope that Danny Ayres is okay.
Is the rider in red for the Isle of Wight.
Win for the rider in red, Ben Morley. Second place then goes to Ben Hopwood. Third place goes to Kyle Bickley. Pleased to say that Danny Ayres is okay. 5-1 to the Warriors to finish with. What a meeting. What drama we've had here. The Warriors win by 48 points to 42. Let's have a quick look at the scorers. Danny Ayres scored 12. Joe Lawlor 9, paid 10. Kyle Bickley 8, paid 9. Georgie Wood 7. Ben Woodhull 6. For the Warriors, well, let's have a look. Ben Morley 12, paid 13. Ben Hopwood 11, paid 12. 6 paid 9 for Adam Portwood. 6 paid 7 for Danno Verge. 7 paid 8 for Scott Campos. Victory for the Warriors by 48 points to 42. That's it all from us. We'll see you again shortly.